This is Pastor Chef. You know it's serious when the folding spoon comes out. Welcome, this is Pastor Chef. My name is Christopher Devon Stackhouse, pastor at Lewis Chapel Missionary Baptist Church, one church in 3 locations. And every week we have a special guest chef come in and share another great and special recipe with us. And as you can see, the ingredients are here. And not only are the ingredients here, but the special guest chef is too. I'll let him introduce himself.
Well, I'm back. I'm Brian Johnson. How you doing? I'm ready to get into this recipe.
All right, cool. Let's get into it. My brother with the Cam Newton jersey on. Yeah. You see when he scored and he did it and ran down to the logo in the middle of the field.
We back.
Yeah, we back.
We back.
We back. All right. But right now we on this recipe.
We on this right here.
I like to try to look at the ingredients and guess.
I'd be really impressed if you could guess.
So we got some broth, some peppers, carrots, potato. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Rice, yellow curry paste. I don't know. I don't know what direction he would go in. I think maybe a soup because of the broth, but because rice can go in soup, but in the curry, I don't know.
You were working on the right track. So what we're gonna do here today is a Thai-style yellow chicken curry. Is what we're gonna do.
Thai-style yellow chicken curry. All right. Thai-style yellow chicken curry. Oh, okay.
That's what we're going with.
Now, like I always say, where do we start?
Well, before we head over to the stove, we're gonna go ahead and get all our vegetables and meats together first, and we'll head over to the stove and get the curry working over there.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna peel out the potatoes. I usually like to do 4 to 5 potatoes, depending on the size of them. These are kind of smaller, so we'll work with those there.
Okay.
So we'll peel these.
Oh, well, we had 2 peelers, and we could.
I know.
Peel away.
Get peel a little faster.
All right. Well, I was just peeling potatoes for Thanksgiving. See, I just went right to it and didn't have any hesitations on it. That's because, once again, I was just recently peeling potatoes. But I was peeling potatoes for, I was peeling sweet potatoes. And let me tell you, it was not an easy task. Well, the peeling the sweet potatoes was easy, but after that, I had to cut them into the pieces that the yams are gonna be. And that, my brother, the cutting up, not easy task.
I thought that would have been easier than the peeling it.
It's a tough little potato.
It is.
It's a tough little potato, and so I guess I did an all right job at peeling it up. But my wife, she kind of set me up. I told her I was going to help. So she's like, all right, well, I got the perfect thing for you to help with. Got it. All right. So we got a couple of.
There you go.
So how many potatoes was that? I lost track, man. I was just in the zone.
That was about 4 potatoes.
That was 4? Okay.
Yeah, that was about 4.
Not bad. Not bad. That was pretty quick feeling. 4. Okay.
And then what we're gonna do now, well, I'll chop that up. We can use that same peeler. We'll take the skin off these carrots here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse the carrots off, and then we're gonna go ahead and peel them.
All right. Rinse this off. How much of this am I peeling off?
Until you see like that orange right there.
Got it.
Right. Or I call it like the ashy part of the carrot. We're just gonna get peel all that off right there.
Got it. So we don't want the carrots to be ashy.
Right, you don't want to ash your carrot. And make sure also you take your middle part, your seeds out of your red pepper as well. That's at the top part.
And that's how you peel a carrot. So, matter of fact, I want you to see what we were talking about. So see, that's I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's kind of an ashier.
Yeah, that's what we call the ashy part.
Kind of look. So when I peel it, see, you can kind of see the difference now from where I peeled it to beside it. It kind of looks a little different, a little whiter. So I call it a little ashier.
That as well. The last vegetable we have to cut up is our onion here, and usually one onion to do it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot the trick.
Yeah, man, you trying to have
That's right.
two brothers on camera crying? No, man. The internet will never let us live that down.
That's gonna be on the internet forever.
Yeah, the internet will never let us live that
There
down.
you go. Wet the paper towel enough. Uh-oh.
See what?
I don't think we wet the paper towel enough.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
It's allergy season. I wasn't crying.
It'll get to you before you know it, brother.
Oh, I got.
It'll get to you before you know it.
Oh, man, I think I got.
Oh, I'm cutting it up more than you cut. Okay.
Yeah. Good.
I'm cutting it up a little too small, a little too fine.
I'll meet you there. It's fine. Yeah, I told you. We didn't wet the paper towel enough. Hey, I promise you everything is okay. We just so happy about these onions. That's all it is.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, those onions, they doing their job, brother.
That's a strong onion, too.
Yeah.
That is a strong
onion.
onion.
Man, yeah, these onions doing their...
Luckily, that's it. That's all the onions. So luckily, and once we start cooking, that'll go away. Usually, I'll take it. I'll go right down the middle with it.
Okay.
It's kind of a thinner slice here.
Man, you did it. You look like you went right through it, man.
And then once you get that, just go ahead and chop it in
there.
Thinner slices like that.
Green peppers cut and our onions. So now what?
Now we're gonna move over to the stove.
To the stove. Got it.
Over to the stove. Tablespoon. I'm sorry. A tablespoon of our coconut oil into our pan first.
Tablespoon. Coconut oil. Got it.
Make sure we got it. Yep.
Man, I thought this was gonna be. This is rough. This is rough going. Y'all ever use coconut oil? It is. There you go. All right. All right.
There we
go.
Yep. Get that moving around in there. There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna take that off the heat.
Yeah, if you want, you can sit it right there while that's going.
We gotta take that off the heat.
And now while we're putting that in there, the next thing we're gonna add to our coconut oil is kind of the, not really the secret ingredient, but you know, it's the superstar. This is the Beyonce of the recipe right here.
Got it.
Is our yellow curry paste right here.
Yellow curry paste.
Right. So what we're gonna do is open up the package first.
Need some scissors?
Oh no, here we go. It was open. There we go. I thought I opened it already.
How much yellow curry paste are we gonna put in?
We're gonna put in 2 of these spoonfuls for right now, and then as we go through, you add to taste.
2 spoonfuls for right now. Got it.
Right. So that's 1.
Curry paste is very thick.
It is.
I guess hence the paste.
And the coconut milk pouring right into the pot.
All right, coconut milk. I think it might be a little too hot.
I think we should be good now. Okay, there's 1 cup.
You go ahead. No matter how much I turn it down,
Keep getting hot.
yeah. Let's turn it very low.
Gotcha.
Now, if that doesn't do it.
I know this very low might be medium high. There we go. So now we're gonna let that boil and simmer for about a minute or so.
Okay. Do that. There you
Yep.
And what are we cooking again?
We are cooking Thai style yellow chicken curry.
Thai style yellow chicken curry. Got it.
We'll get 1 teaspoon of our chicken bouillon flavor.
Okay.
Just a teaspoon of that. Something throughout there. You don't mind stirring
Stir
that
it up. All right. Don't worry. Everything we're doing is we're gonna give all of the ingredients in the description.
And also, as you go along, you can do a lot of this to taste. So if you don't like too much chicken flavor, if you don't like carrots, you don't like potatoes, things like that, you can take in and out whatever you want. So now, being that we have that going, and if we turn it up a bit,
Turn it up. Okay.
now we're about to throw in the good part, which is the chicken. I'll pass you one. And then we can go ahead and start putting the chicken in there, and it'll cook for about 5-10 minutes, and it'll start cooking itself.
Okay.
And then there you go. We tried this. We tried.
Yeah.
No
You
chicken
getting
left
away.
behind around here.
Yeah, you're not getting away.
No chicken.
We might drop some onion, but we ain't dropping any chicken.
Exactly.
No, we might drop some onion, but no chicken's getting away out of here. So, we're gonna let that boil. Once we let that boil, about how long do we let it boil?
Usually around 5 minutes should be good.
About 5 minutes?
For it to cook in there.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna let that boil, catch it in about 5 minutes, and then we'll pick up right there. All right. So you saying it's looking like it's...
As you can see, our chicken is finally starting, to cook. It's cooking all the way through. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes, just so we get that good tender all the way through chicken. So now what we're gonna do now is to start to stir in our peppers, our red and green peppers. That's gonna give it a good color to it.
It was missing color. It looked kind of bland down there, but now
stir those in there, and those will start to get tender in there as well. And what I like to do, take a couple dashes of paprika, and just put that along in there as well.
yeah, starting to get a lot more color in there now.
And start to stir that up and let this cook for a couple more minutes. The chicken looks like it's almost done. Now we're just making sure the potatoes, they're cooking all the way through, and that the peppers and carrots as well are stewed down.
You know what's surprising? What's surprising is how quick the chicken cooks when it's being boiled. I thought it would be much longer, like 5 minutes. That's really all it took. Maybe a little bit more. But I mean, we're not talking about a long amount of time at all. I feel like it might take longer for for the potatoes to cook than the
right,
chicken.
the potatoes are actually taking longer than the chicken. Yeah, the potatoes still need a little bit.
So you can tell the potatoes needed more when you try to.
Right, you can tell how hard. Right.
Yeah.
Because usually potatoes, not necessarily, you don't want them to like where they get the consistency of mashed potatoes. You know, you don't want a bunch of mashed potatoes floating around, but just enough so where they're still solid, but you know, a good tender potato.
Got it.
So yeah, we'll let that sit for a couple more minutes, and then we should be ready to add some rice to it in a bowl, and we're ready to eat.
All right, we'll be right back. We got it. It's done. Our Thai chicken yellow curry.
There we go.
Got it. Now I want you to hear for a minute while I pass this out how Brian came to find this recipe. You found Thai chicken yellow curry where?
In Germany. So when my dad's in the military, we were stationed in Germany at the time. We found this, you know, little mom and pop Thai restaurant, and that's the first place I ever tried yellow curry. And since then, I've been trying to, you know, perfect that recipe because I've never found any other place that made it just like that. And it's probably the closest I've come to it since we left Germany. So that's actually how I came to find this. This recipe here.
Found Thai chicken that was so good he had to replicate it while in Germany.
Right. In Germany.
All right, let's pray. God, we're thankful for this food. Please bless it for the nourishment of our bodies. And thank you for Brian coming and blessing our kitchen with his presence and his recipe. Amen.
Amen.
All right, let me see here.
Now I will say, usually, sometimes when I cook it, if you want a little bit more spice, there's this Thai spicy paste that you can add to it as well, the red chili paste, and that'll give it an extra little kick as well.
You know, it's delicious, Brian. It's like you could have this like a pre-Christmas, like Christmas Eve meal. You know, this is good.
This is real good. And then, don't forget, there's rice down at the bottom. So let me ask you this: do you stir it up, or do you kind of dig to the rice? Or?
I kind of dig to it. That way, I get it all at kind of one time.
It's like buried treasure down.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's good, and then you dig down further.
Yeah, you get even more. You get even more. It's layered. This is really good, really well made. The chicken, the potatoes, the carrots, everything in it comes out really good. It came out really well.
I don't think I've had anything with. Did you do coconut?
The coconut milk and coconut oil as well.
Oh, okay. It is good. I don't think I've ever had anything with that.
Yeah. So,
Delicious.
all right. Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
It's delicious.
It is. It's delicious. So to whoever you are, wherever you are, the Thai restaurant in Germany. Thank you.
It's actually called, oddly enough, it's called Thai Thai. It's called Thai Thai.
All right, so shout out to you, Thai in Germany, for inspiring Brian to be able to make this and bring it to our kitchen. Anybody you want to say hello to before we make our exit?
Well, as I do always, you know, all my family's probably about a third of the church anyway.
Yeah, they do.
So shout out to all my family, the Johnsons, the Austrians, and my aunt Jackie, Uncle Fletcher, who just moved to the area that come to church now. So shout out to them as well.
All right, here come more. Well, listen, once again, thank you for coming. This was a really good recipe. I hope you try it. If you try it, I'm sure you'll like it. But until then, be safe, be blessed, and we'll see you next time on Pastor Share.